Hello and good morning, everyone. How you doing? It is Monday. It is cloudy, and we have rain in the area. I'm going to show you where it's raining. You could even see some wet spots on the ground here, but so far it's been very light, and unfortunately, it is trending that way for parts of the area. Other parts going to still see a good chunk of rainfall, but I have had to back things down a little bit. So we're going to talk about that right now. The camera, the sensor is still out at AEX, so we're not getting readings in. But as you can see, cloudy skies, couple of puddles out there, and that's about all we have going on right now. Temperatures are still in the upper 50s to near 60. We default back to the Essler field reading there, and it is cool, comfortable, not too bad, not too hot, not too cold. And for today, we're going to get up into the mid-60s. It looks like a better chance for rain comes in later today, but this is one of those torturous events, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here as dry air has settled in and kind of pushing in on the top part of that low on the northern fringe of it, and it's really drying things out as it gets closer. Case in point, right here is the radar. You can see lots of stuff going on south of Alexandria. In fact, some heavy, very heavy stuff showing up offshore. The southern parishes, Beauregard, Allen, Evangeline, St. Landry, southern Avoyelles, you've been seeing some rainfall, but not a ton. It's just been a light, steady rain, and we thought it was going to be kind of starting like this, but unfortunately, as that dry air eats into it, I think it's going to probably cause us some issues with getting some of that heavier rain up here for today. Looking down to the south, you can see that low pressure coming together. It's just going to be a little bit more suppressed, and keeping that further down to the south, keeping that drier air closer to our area, keeping it over the northern half of the area means it's tough to get the rain to fall. It does look like we'll moisten up as this low pressure does strengthen, but as you can see again, as you get closer in here, it's a pretty hard line on that northern fringe, and anything that tries to get north of that has been dissipating at this point. So not a lot of rainfall. The Futurecast, this is the driest model. I figured I'd been showing some other stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look at the drier solutions, and this one really keeps us dry. You can see that dry air, it's eating into it, and so far that's been the case, and then it kind of scatters out, and we get some more rainfall tomorrow, but it's not going to be as widespread. Again, this is like the driest solution, so I think we're going to see a little more than this, but northwestern parts of the area, you might end up not seeing much from this at all. Hey, Mom, how you doing? Happy Monday. Oh, and happy birthday to my father-in-law, Mr. Bill. He's up hunting in Missouri right near you, Mom. So go say hi to him, cook him a little lunch or something. Severe outlook. We actually have thunderstorms possible tomorrow as this system starts to work in from the south and moves toward the northeast. So south of I-10 mainly, thunderstorms are possible. That's, of course, where the heaviest rain is possible and likely in this scenario. Future temperatures for today, they're just not moving much. We have clouds in the forecast. Maybe you see a peak of the sun up around Monroe, could get up to about 70 degrees. And then overnight tonight, again, not much motion on those temperatures, back down to near 60, maybe some upper 50s, but it is not going to be overly cold or warm. So here is the updated WPC outlook from not much at all near Shreveport to a few inches of rain still down to the south. We're still looking at some rain here, half an inch to an inch, maybe a little bit more, but yeah, it's definitely not what we were looking at a couple of days ago when it looked like 1 to 3, maybe 4 inches would fall. These totals continue to pare back, so let's go ahead and embrace it because it looks like that's what's going to happen here. At least we had that overachieving system over the weekend that brought us about an inch of rain right through the heart of the area. And again, to the south, that's where your highest drought monitor levels are, although it's spread pretty much across the area. They really do need it down there, and there is hope for more still. So this is not all we're looking at in the 7-day forecast. Yes, this chance is low after the Monday, Tuesday, early Wednesday stuff. So most of us see rainfall here. Most of us actually see an appreciable rainfall, especially in the southern half of the area. It's just not near what we were looking at a couple of days ago. And then as we get into the weekend, it looks like that next system could run through by Sunday into Monday. I think these chances will bump up, but I am staying conservative until this pattern totally cracks, although the pattern does look to shift. So we are seeing some rain in the area, but it doesn't look like a big widespread one. At least for Sunday at this point. But we're going to be watching that. We're going to be watching further into the future. And I'll be updating you on your Thanksgiving forecast. I guess a couple of days. I should have a pretty decent idea on that. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I will see you back here tomorrow.